Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Welcome to Vicky Elizabeth Semple on Love Lighthouse, and today we are moving on to something new. We are going to be focusing on Mark chapter 16 and in specific verse 10. I will read the start of the chapter up to verse 10, but before that, I just want to key you into the simplicity of verse 10, and that is what we'll be focused on because this relates to your life. Mark chapter 16, verse 10. And she went and told them that had been with him as they mourned and wept. This is after the death of Christ and the point where he has been placed in the tomb, and his disciples have just, they're weeping as if that's it, that's the end, despite the fact that Christ told them that he would rise again. And Mary Magdalene has told them that she's indeed seen him. I'm going to read up to this point what happened. The resurrected Christ. And when the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Salome had bought sweet spices that they might come and anoint him. And very early in the morning, the first day of the week, they came unto the sepulchre at the rising of the sun. And they said among themselves, Who shall roll us away the stone from the door of the sepulchre? And when they looked, they saw that the stone was rolled away, for it was very great. And entering into the sepulchre, they saw a young man sitting on the right side, clothed in a long white garment, and they were affrighted. And he saith unto them, Be not affrighted, ye seek Jesus of Nazareth, which was crucified. He is risen, he is not here. Behold, the place where they laid him. But go your way, tell his disciples and Peter that he goeth before you into Galilee. There shall ye see him, as he said unto you. And they went out quickly and fled from the sepulchre, for they trembled and were amazed. Neither said they anything to any man, for they were afraid. Now when Jesus was risen early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils. And she went and told them that had been with him, as they mourned and wept. Okay. This could be you speaking to other believers or so-called followers of Christ, or just something else in life, to your friends that you thought were in the same knowing about something or certain things as you, or you felt they would listen to your good news. Instead of this is what happened. Mark chapter 16, verse 11. And they, when they had heard that he was alive, had been seen of her, believed not. You could in fact be dealing with people in mourning during Lent from a particular religious group, or those who don't believe at all. You're trying to keep focused on the real fact that Jesus has risen, but around these types of people it's not easy to do so, as they remain in a state of unbelief, of disbelief. Let's read up to the end to verse 20. Okay. And they, when they had heard that he was alive, had been seen of her, believed not. After that he appeared in another form unto 2 of them as they walked and went into the country. And they went and told it unto the residue, neither believed they them. Afterward he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat, and upbraided them with their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they believed not them which had seen him after he was risen. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world, and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils, they shall speak with new tongues, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. So then after the Lord had spoken unto them, he was received up into heaven, and sat on the right hand of God. And they went forth and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them, and confirming the word with signs following. Amen. You are being encouraged to remain in belief and praise and worship, despite what point of belief your friends or people you're trying to help are at. Don't let their disbelief pull you down to a lower level or to forget what you know and believe to be true. That is the main message of today. It's a really quick message. But yeah, as we read, Jesus appears to 2 others and then to all the disciples together and rebukes them for not believing his chosen messengers. This is likely going to happen to you and your people that you have informed. You have done your part. If you have been praying to let the will of God be done, you have done your part. The will of God has been done. You've spoken. Now just wait. Don't be too concerned for who you have already tried to talk to. God will use others and then himself to bring the next part of the message to its fullest in his own time and way. So leave it at that. Don't keep trying to talk to people and tell them that Jesus lives or Jesus is risen if they're in disbelief. Leave it at that. Now, what we don't know is if Mary actually did tell them that he went to Galilee and if she indeed went there herself. One thing that helps is to make sure that even although others don't believe, you still follow out the commands of God. Christ commanded that she tell others and she tell them, oh wait a minute, it wasn't Christ that demanded, it was the person in white apparel, in other words, probably an angel, that told her, but go your way, tell his disciples and Peter that he goeth before you into Galilee. There shall ye see him, as he said unto you. So we don't know if she ended up going to Galilee herself. That is an important point. You must follow through the commands, even when you've done part of the command, that is to tell people. Follow the next part. Is there somewhere that you have to go? Is there somewhere that you have to be where you will see him again, or where you will be in communion with God again? Do that. Follow that out, despite what happens, what the results are with who you tell. That's it. That is the main message today. Thank you so much for coming along, for getting involved in this message. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not already. Make sure that you have clicked the notification bell so that you know when messages are going out. That's really vitally important. Thank you so much. I see that we've got new subscribers. Thank you once again for subscribing. Make sure you click the bell notification so you know when we go live. Surely contrived at the moment. We need to build up our subscribers. If you're getting this today, this is your sign to subscribe. Let's make the channel grow so that we can get out there fully. Thank you so much and take care.